Welcome to Big Brainer Podcast. My name is Dana Ohana, and here is the place where I'm going to speak about social media, brand building, and our journey as entrepreneur. And today I'm actually want to touch an important topic as entrepreneurs, and I think in general in life, which is balance. Like, how many of us are struggling to find some balance in our life in different things? Especially, when you start a business, like, you finding yourself that you working so hard, you working so many hours a day because you're also telling yourself in your head, well, if I'm not going to work, so am I doing something for my business? Is that why maybe I'm not going to earn money? Is that what's going to hold me back? We have so many different fears in our head that basically telling us, you need to work out, you need to do, like such a overthinking that eventually what happens is that we're spending lots of time and doing things that are not necessarily helping us to promote ourselves. And that's why, like, it was very important for me to speak about this topic because I know from my journey when I started my business, because I came from corporate, and I'm remembering that in corporate I used to work so hard and so many hours. Like, I would be in the office until late, then I'll come home, do my stuff, and then I'll continue working even after going out and things like that. I'll find myself working on presentation and answering emails at 2 o'clock at night. All right. And how many of you can resonate with this? Like I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with this because I know it from certain friends that are still in corporate. And then I moved to start my own business. And then in that journey, I found myself that feeling the pressure of working so many hours. And if on a certain day, like I'll feel like not really working and not really doing much, I feel so much guilt about not working because I would say, like, if you're not working, it means money not coming in, which is bullshit. It took me a while to learn it and a lot of pep talks to myself during that time. But what I've actually realized is that if you actually take time out in between, you can actually be more proactive, more productive. You can actually do much more in less time. And what do I mean? And I think that's why I really want to speak about finding a balance is that first, one of the things that I always remind myself, right? When if you come and you used to work in corporate, you know that half of the day, if not more than that, you spend on like going to make a coffee, going on a break, chatting with your colleague and chatting with this colleague, and then you're spending it on meetings that repeating themselves, and basically almost nothing comes out from half of those meetings, right? You're still in the same place, and then the week after you do the same thing over and over again. So it reminded me that, you know what? First, don't forget that, right? So it's okay to take a break. So if I'll take an hour break, I'm allowed to. I'm not necessarily need to have my lunch with my laptop. I can actually take some time out. Another thing I've realized is that by me taking some time out, I'm actually really more creative after. Because what will happen, like I can be and work and then I'll maybe get frustrated and things. And what I've learned is that by allowing myself to take a break, come even lie on the couch, watch like a TV series, after like half an hour, I'm finding myself taking my phone and continue working. But now I'm doing more things. Now I'm actually being more productive. So by allowing yourself to take some time out during the day, it's just gonna help you. It's when I actually find myself even connecting more to my creativity. Because then I'm watching something, I'm not overthinking, my mind is not too busy, and then the things are coming up. I always give it as an example when people are overthinking, because I'm an overthinker, and this is something that I've realized that really helped me to reduce it significantly. Is that when you actually searching for something, right? You something got lost, and you're searching and you're searching and you're searching and you're searching and you cannot find it. But the moment you stop and sit and do something or chat on the phone, then it hits you. Then you remember, and then you know where it is. And sometimes it's just in front of your face. And that's the same thing in everything in life, right? Sometimes we're just like overstressing, overthinking, have so much information that we cannot even see the answer, that is just there. And that is why it's also very important to find that balance and not just to stay all day in front of your computer and just work or just move from one meeting to another. You can actually, find a way to moderate it and say, like, on a Monday, on a Wednesday, it's days for me to meet clients. On a Tuesday, on a Thursday, it's my days that I work on growing my business, creating more content, and things like that. You finding a balance. And another thing is that, like, I actually listen now to a different podcast that was also speaking about, like, that I always say this part from, like, more of the design and our message and the way we do our business from, like, the marketing side, but that's also true for everything in life, that less is more. We need to be more modest, right? So, and a lot of businesses, what they're working through is that they're trying to move now from working 5 days to 4 days. Who said you need to work so hard? I always say, and I always try to teach my clients as well, that it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about using your time the best way you can. It's by knowing which type of content to create that's going to bring you the best results. So it's not about just posting there and doing this and doing that. You're doing so much. It's about being very accurate, being strategic. So I know that, like, I was hosting the summit and someone said, like, that it looks like that I'm very, like, I'm all the time on social media. And I know that it does look like it, but I'm actually not. I just make it look like it because of the timing of my content, the way I'm doing it, the way I'm playing with it, the type of post. It makes it look like it. That's why I always try to say, like, what do you prefer, to work for social media or for social media to work for you? And that's the difference. I don't work for social media. Social media works for me. And that's the part where we want to find that balance. So when you have your own business and in general in life and everything, you want to have this. You want to make sure you're not killing yourself. You're not getting to a place that you're so exhausted and you say, like, okay, what's the point? I'm working so hard and I'm not necessarily earning the money as I was working so hard in corporate, and there I was, at least, like, I know how much money and I was earning good money. You don't want to do that. You really want to try to aim to the less is more and to work more smart, to be more accurate, to work with strategies, which is a part of, like, why you want to have a plan. You want to know, you want to make sure you're doing things right. So as I said, like, just remind yourself, it's like, stop the overthinking. Allow yourself to have a relaxed time. Trust me, it does work. Another thing that I want to mention is that I heard from someone that, we have 3 hours a day that are very productive. Find those hours during the day. So some it's the 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. like club thing, right? I'm definitely not part of that club. I just turn in that hour of the day, more like night for me. I know that my productive time is usually around 11 to 1 o'clock. Also, sometimes it can be in the evening. Really depend on how my day went. One of the things that I also realized, and that's why I really recommend for you, try to find those hours, because in the rest of the hours you're gonna be able to work, but you're not gonna be so productive. So find the important things you want to work on to during those hours, and then the things you can delay and take your time during the other hours of the day. Okay. One of the things that also helps, for example, by taking a break, that I know, for example, I do my yoga. And I do a few days a week my yoga with a teacher, and I also teach. And I always know that, like, during, like, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to go to sleep. I don't even want to do yoga. But then I do the class, and then I get my energy back. I do the class, take my dog for a walk, come back, and I've got a full energy. So now I'm actually working even more because now I can do. But I learned to take those breaks. So find what's right for you. Find the balancing that can take you to where you want to be. You don't want to, again, work so hard that you're going to be frustrated. Okay? And by the way, working so hard necessarily going to bring you the results. You can actually get better results and grow your business even more by working less. Because as I said, working less doesn't mean that you don't work hard. It means you just work smart. And that's the key message. That's why you want to find a balance. Connect yourself. That's okay to decide that during the day you want to go for lunch. Like I know that today, for example, I'm going to go for lunch with a friend. And I'm going to take my laptop. We're going to have some chat, chill, but also work at the same time. And I'm going to balance it. So find that. You don't want to move from corporate to working for yourself and still work the 9 to 5. You don't want to move from corporate to have your own business and work days and nights without even earning what you earn in corporate. So have a plan. I have an episode for this. Have a business strategy. Know your audience, know the platform, know everything. And then work. It's like, like in a surgery. They don't just open everything and play with every part of your body. They're very accurate. If I need to fix something in your heart, I know exactly how to do it. And with small, tiny tools, they get inside, they're getting just to that spot. And that's what you want to do with your business. So find your own balance. What works for you, not necessarily going to work for me, and not necessarily going to work for someone else. So find the right formula for you. And I hope for you to find some balance and have some takeaways from this. And remember, less is more, and less is working smart, being productive, and being very accurate. Follow your strategy, and that's how you're going to make a success.